expedicion. With that, I had better news for him. You've seen how wild the living lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes. But the dream scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. Can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Enver. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. The plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
All the more reason to strike first, or so the thinking goes.
Whatever their reason, we have to retaliate for the good of the Empire. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. We can't even defend ourselves. How are we to defend the living lands? To defend it, we must. For the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These paradisian rebels must face justice. True, but you can't investigate the Dream Scourge if you're dead.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. Oh, before you go, we received a report from Liviana about your condition. Apparently, you're in fine shape. Once your killer has been dealt with, you can come and go as you please. Remember, the assassin is out there. Have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. Oh, I wish I could see the killer's face when they realize the hunter has become the hunted. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Still can't believe you're alive. It's really you! I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs. My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? Floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, envoy. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you. She'll let you pass. Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, envoy.
Whatever a man wins at cards, he's bound to lose it here.
You're the talk of the town, envoy. Everyone wants to meet you. Good knows. Hope you don't stick it in politics. They don't like envoys around here. As long as you don't give them any trouble either, they will. the only bathhouse in the Living Lands. We provide an extensive list of wellness services. Think of it as a refuge from whatever brought you here. With what we offer, they find a way. Now, if you've come to avail yourself, I'm sorry. We're closed. I'm out of some supplies that should have been here days ago. I'd hunt them down myself, but I don't have a firm enough hand. I need someone with more authority. Someone, well, someone like you. Come now, a lady has to have some secrets. Do I look like the kind of woman who'd send you to your death?
Do you want me to answer that?
It was rhetorical. But you're sweet. The local strongmen, the Sparrowhawks, got a hold of the shipment. They must have thought it looked valuable. Unfortunately, they were right.
The Sparrowhawks used to be bullies. Now that Adair swept them into this neighborhood, they're bullies with a chip on their shoulder. Shipment or not, it's about time someone took them down a peg.
Aren't you amenable? My gentlemen usually have to pay me to tell them what to do. Go to the docks. Their lieutenant runs one of the warehouses there. He'll probably keep it close. I leave that up to you. Just don't mention I hired you. I have a reputation to maintain.
Hello, boys. We've got company. Shove off. We got nothing for adherence here.
Jago, don't you ever get tired of offending people?
I've got diplomacy for it. It's called my foot to your face. Time was, people in Paradise used to have principles. Principles like get what's mine and keep yourself to yourself. Then you came and memories got short about that sort of thing. Sparrowhawks. We remember. Well, you wouldn't know, would you? The Emperor's favourite envoy. Killed as soon as he shows up. Not your finest hour. Is that so? What are you playing at?
Careful, don't give away all your tricks.
Ah, that vixen at the bathhouse put you up to this. I wondered if there might be more to her than a pretty face. Well, forget it. You can't have it. I haven't got it. You leave that death guard out of it. All right. Listen close. I'm not gonna repeat myself. They are got it. I saw Ludwig's men sniffing round the docks. Now, they didn't cross my path, but I don't believe in coincidences. That shipment is cursed, and dealing with you numbskulls is one thing, but to go out, that's another. What? So you can take it to him and rat me out? A good one.
If the steel garrote are onto you, you're lucky we found you first.
Shit. Yeah, I had a feeling it'd come to this one of these days. Better a crooked adherent than Ludwig wearing my skin. Take it. Go straight to the bathhouse. Don't let anyone follow you. If this makes it back to me... Give the mistress my regards.
Watch where you're going. Wouldn't want you getting hurt now, would we?
So, the beauty. One little. Now be.
At least Parte won't be coming around.
What's the matter? Heavens.
Any sign of my shipment? You did? And I thought I could talk my way out of anything.
Makes you appreciate why the Empire sent him here.
You're going to stop talking right now if you know what's good for you.
Careful. The shipment was smuggled for a reason.
Don't you realize walls have ears? If you knew how much was at stake here, you wouldn't have brought it up. I'm the only one left for the people of Paradise to turn to. It took you this long to realize that? You're more naive than I thought. You had the Emperor's time. You could have done something about it.
Don't blame the envoy. Thing about emperors is, they make the rules however they please.
I'm no fool. I know what happens when the Steel Garrote comes to town. I saw them drag my mother off back home. One more midwife for their cause. I am not going to lie down and let you do the same to me. Are you serious? I don't go out often. You're right. They shouldn't suspect. I was right there all along. And Gods, maybe I am a fool. Thank you, Envoy. You've done me a favor I won't forget. Come back anytime. I'll leave the light on for you.
Good on you. You are. Boy, if only more of your countrymen were as reasonable.
deadlier by the day. But people have to eat. We make a good squad. Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness. Unseen, unheard.
After them!
another glorious battle. Quiet as the depths.
I heard something.
Nice. Coming from the rear.
Coming for you!
Back in the fight. Take your best shot. Watch the left. Next one's mine. To your left. This looks like the path Offred told us about.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed. The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure. Until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum. Inquisitor Ludwig, you haven't had the pleasure? She's the ambassador's hunting dog, or he's her lapdog. Well, there's something animal about her anyway. She leads the Steel Garrote. They're the enforcers around here. Eyes and ears everywhere. You understand? Yeda, the expedition leader, told me it was the Inquisitor who tipped her off to this place. I guess Ludwig had squeezed the information out of some rebels she was interrogating.
Lot of that going around lately.
The old godlike who maintains the temple is supposed to have some kind of relic belonging to Aethys.
And given the Steel Garrote's particular allegiances, yeah. Okay, I see the through line. I gotta say, I'm surprised there's still a temple to Aethys standing after the Saints' War. But there's no accounting for taste.
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go? Well, my orders say no one.
Kara, yes. Tell the envoy about your precious orders. I could recite them in my sleep.
Right. Sorry, Envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And Envoy, thanks. I know our freak will appreciate you looking into this. Yeah, well, you're not just anyone. You're a friend of the Emperor. That means something. Hey, good luck out there.
That spear looks endearing, all right. Guess we're on the right track. You take lead.
Heckworth and Roth!
That's it. Door's open. Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle. Good fight. Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe Offrig squad passed through here. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build it all the way down here?
Rituals, Whispers of searing light.
Zorps. What a sneaker fight. Unseen, unheard. Remind me not to spook you. Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
You're not my... I got to be dreaming. Oh, gods. Am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him. Sorry, I'm all out of potions. Don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? Yeah, to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here?
Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Bullshit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that oracle and his relic. Probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. Statue of Aethys, I think. But don't know what for. I mean, after all Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. Our captain, she's...
Relax. You're not the first person to have...
It's not like that. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known it. She pushes us as hard as she pushes herself.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah? When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams.
Can't be sure, but... It sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
It'll be the last one. I'll just rest up here a minute.
Take it easy. No...
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I would... Right, yeah. I hope the better...
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too. So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the oracle. I say we head after him. Oh, no, you don't! That's one for us. Didn't realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques. I see someone. Be ready for anything.
Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you.
It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemus, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters to read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know? Ah, I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shinbone from my lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power, to illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue. May light it...
This reminds me of the Strangle Root. But how is anything this big?
Egworth and Roth!
"6 years in Dawnshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time." Coming from your right. I was just getting warmed up. Dream scourge ahead. I hate to think it reaches all the way down here.
Thorns beside violets, essence twisted out of shape. A pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice. There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it, can it?
A false item. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Eckworth and Roth! seek! And Roth! Eggsworth and Roth!